different alike. We's different. You ain't the hustling type. We's different.
Here's Williamson facing the double team. Hits the open man. It's Ingram at the slab. And so far, Zion looking to defer. This is the first shot attempt for Williamson. He couldn't get it to go. It's actually the first time he's even looked at the rim. He's setting the screen. The shot clock down to 7. Alexander Walker trying to get that one to go over Pirtle. Could not. And there is Zion Williamson, his first NBA basket. As Zion drives, gives it up, and called for the offensive foul as Derek White draws the chart. Here's Williamson, and he's fouled. Can't get the basket. He'll go to the line.
Again, it's a hard scouting report as Williamson makes the free throw. You want to give him space. You don't want to have him go by you on the first dribble.
He just turned it over for the third time. Pass by Holiday. Extra pass by Hayes. And Williamson able to collect after the deflection and lay it in. And Williamson turns it over. And he's played 3 4-minute stretches. We'll see what kind of a burst he has here as he explodes into the lane but can't finish. Ball to Zion. And Williamson turns it over for a 5th time.
They put themselves in position to be a better basketball team moving forward. It's too much pressure to say Zion Williams be Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a future Hall of Famer and one of the top 5 players in the world today.
And Zion up high, gets the rebound, and now runs the break. Makes a great pass to Etuan Moore. And Moore gets the layup, giving Williamson his 3rd assist and forcing Greg Popovich to call a timeout. There's Zion stepping back, pulling the trigger, and hitting a 3. Here's a lob to Zion, and he finishes over DeRozan. 5 straight for the rookie. Here's Zion for 3. Hit it again! They want Zion to get it. Here he is. And Pirtle blocked it. Zion gets it back and finishes. 10 points in just over a minute for Zion Williamson. Here he is again. Got it again! Zion for 4 for 4! Welcome to the NBA! Williamson attacks and he's fouled. He's not coming out now.
What a performance by this young player.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to NBA Talk. It's been a long time since I actually made a video about the NBA. I think the last time I did it was the summer of last year during that whole crazy free agency. I made videos about the more important moves in the NBA. I was actually supposed to do a video about my prediction on this year, who I thought was going to be all-stars, who I thought was going to be in the playoffs, who was going to be champions, etc., but I didn't get around to it because I'm more of a, well, let me see how it plays out, and then I'll think about it. So now that basically the first half of the NBA season is done, I actually can make a video about that, and I will. I'll probably do it during All-Star break, somewhere around that time, so we'll do it like that. But that's not what we're here for today. Today, we're here to talk about the long-awaited debut of one Zion Williamson. And, well, first off, let me just start by saying his debut was very good, very well. It wasn't great. There was a lot of flaws. As you saw in the highlights, there was a little bit of flaws that we're going to get into. We're going to get to the positives. We're going to get to the negatives. We're going to get into what he could do better and what we expect from this season. Forget it. Let me get into it now. So, let's start with the negatives first. Let's take the negatives out. Let's get the negativity out the way. The first negative about his debut last night was well, you can tell that he's not 100%, and that's expected. I expected him to come in not 100%, so that's just what it is, really. So you can tell he didn't have the explosiveness that he did in college and in the preseason, but he's still healing, so we can tell he's not 100%. So that's fine. So I say give him another couple weeks, get him more involved in the game. Make sure he plays a little bit more games, and he'll be good. Just give him a little bit more time. We'll see what he's. Just wait till he gets 100% or close to 100%. Let's say about maybe 90%. We'll see what he can do. But you could tell he didn't take any dunks last night. He didn't really dunk the ball. He did take a couple of shots in the paint, but they weren't Zion-esque. So that's what that is. Another negative that I've seen, and it's in the highlights, was the amount of turnovers that he had. He had 5 turnovers last night, and I think all of them were basically him dribbling the ball, trying to make sure he gets a little bit of space and everything. That he needs to fix, because the beauty of Zion is he is 6'8", 285 pounds. That boy, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Like, that boy is the third heaviest player in the NBA. A rookie is the third heaviest player in the NBA. That's crazy. But I think before he went into injury, he was 280. But a lot of that is because of the muscle and because of the time off. So once he gets back into the gym, loses a little bit of that, and gains a lot more muscle mass, then he'll be dangerous. But the beauty of Zion is he is 6'8", 285, but he's quicker than majority of the forwards and some guards. So he actually has the ability to, if he could dribble the ball and create space for himself and create for himself, then he can get to the lane easily. Like, once you see him do a dribble move or a spin move or anything, he can get to the rim easily because he's explosive and strong enough to get there. So if he can practice his ball security, practice his dribbling moves, and combine that with his quickness and size, that boy gonna be dangerous. That boy's gonna be dangerous. But so far, that's the only negatives I have, because this is only based off one game, so it's not like this is off the whole season. So as the season progresses, we'll make our predictions there. But that's a negative. Let's get to the positive. Let's get to something that I didn't expect to see last night, and that was this man taking shots. Not even jump shots, not even mid-range shots. This man was 4 of 4 from the three-point line. When he got the ball, he just looked. He didn't hesitate. He didn't take 2 seconds, 3 seconds. He only took a half a second. Got the ball, step back, bang. I'm like, what? Zion got range now? Bro, I'm telling you. He now knows how to shoot a 3. He's been practicing his 3-pointers. Bro, this about, oh my God. Just wait till he gets to 100%. This man's going to be dangerous. Oh my God. This man was shooting from the 3-point line. No problem, no hesitation. He didn't step in to take a 2. He didn't pass out off the 3. He got the ball and shot it. Now, the other thing about Zion, his jump shot is he really doesn't get off the ground. And I don't know if that's because of his weight or anything like that, but he will really not jump off the ground. That's crazy, and that could be a detriment to his jump shot. But as you can see, it works for him. So I think in that sense, he's gonna be all right. He gonna be good. Trust and believe he's gonna be good. But that surprised me so much because he didn't take a mid-range at all. I mean, a couple of shots were, as I said before, it was in the paint. But most of them, not most of them, 4 of them were from the 3-point line. And that was crazy to me. I was like, wow, he really learned his jump shot. So that's a big thing, because one of his weaknesses was his jump shot. So now that we know he can extend himself to the 3-point line, all Zion needs is just a little bit more experience on the NBA court. And he will be fantastic. I believe he will be a superstar. I will believe at some point he will be in contention for an MVP. He has so much time to learn. He has so much upside. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, but I said that's one game. His next game will be, I think, on Sunday against the Celtics. So he has 3 more days to get himself ready, and we'll see what he can do against one of the better teams in the league. Because the Spurs, Spurs, the Spurs are the Spurs. They're good, but they ain't doing well this season. So we'll see how they do against the Boston Celtics. Now, in terms of this season, I'm not sure I don't see the Pelicans really going to the playoffs because they're 12th in the West right now. And judging by the teams that are in front of them, racing for that 8th spot, I don't see them really going to the playoffs. I mean, you got, I believe San Antonio was 9th. So I think it's San Antonio at 9th place. I think Portland is somewhere like 10th or 11th. And I don't know who the 11th team is. But actually, it might be Golden State. Is it Golden State? No, it's not Golden State. Golden State is, I think Golden State, damn. I don't know what Golden State is. But there are 3 teams ahead of them vying for that 8th spot. And I believe Pelicans are not as good as those other teams. Especially considering the fact Memphis is 8th. Oh my God. We gonna get into that in a later video. Because what Memphis is doing this year, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. But yeah, man. As I said, Zion's debut game was impressive. I was impressed. I'm happy that he's back playing. I'm glad that he was able to make his debut. I honestly didn't really want to make his debut this year. I figured why not just let him get 100%, just wait till next season and everything. Who knows? He might make a splash in the free agency. Who knows? But honestly, the fact that he was able to play, hey, who knows? We'll see where it goes. If they vie for a playoff position, if they get to the playoff position, then hey, it works. But yeah, just wait till Zion gets 100%, work on his dribbling, lose a couple pounds. He'll be good, man. Zion will be good, man. He definitely is the future. He definitely is the future. And I am just 100% can't wait to see what Zion brings for the future. So yeah, man. Yeah, man, we back, man. We back with this NBA talk, man. As I said, next month you'll see me drop video about, how I feel the NBA season is going for every team. I don't watch every team. I only watch a certain amount of teams, pay attention to a certain amount of teams, but I'll look at what every team has done and what they're doing, and I'll base everything off that. But yeah, you'll see that in the future. I'll do my regular content. My 2K videos still going on. My one-man record's coming back soon. My inside-out shooting guard is looking good. He's almost there. Give him a couple more weeks. He'll be right where he should be. I'm in the playoffs right now with my main guy. Yeah, man, we got a lot. There's a couple things coming. Just making these moves, man. We do what we do, man. But until next time, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support, as always. Until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.